Hi guys, MPSG here. Good day, and it's Tuesday where I'm at. So guys, today I am gonna do this video on apple cider vinegar and the benefits of what it is. I've been drinking apple cider vinegar for a while, and guys, I did most of the stuff I do, guys. I always go on my computer and do see what all the benefits and all of that about it is. So apple cider vinegar, I decided to, I know it has a lot of good benefit and everything, but I just came across one day on the internet, and it was talking about, a doctor was talking about the benefits that it has more benefit to a person with diabetic. It's also good for everybody. And guys, basically this is I know, okay, like most of my videos, guys, as you can see, I don't get a lot of thing on it because I guess a lot of people not interested in stuff like this. But this is for people who are. So this is what why I take the time to do look research on them, and I can tell you from experience, most all of these things I put out there, I actually take it. And as I say, in any thing you're gonna be doing, guys, especially herbal stuff, you also make sure you talk to your doctor first. So guys, apple cider vinegar, right? Apple cider vinegar, it's acidic vinegar. And when you talk about acidic, a lot of time, because I used to think that guys, acid, you should have more acid, too much acid in your body was bad for you. But what I realized when I did this, read up a lot, I realized yes, the body need to be alkaline. But what happened as we get older, the alkaline increases way up, right? So there's no, you have to have a balance of between alkaline and acidic. And as we get older, guys, there's so much alkaline in our body, and that's not good. So this is why we need to continue have some form of acid. And one way of doing that is I find apple cider vinegar. And as for a diabetic person, guys, it lowers your fasting glucose and it lowers your A1C. And this is for diabetic. So the diabetic person, we know what I'm talking about. And it also lower your total cholesterol, guys. So it has a lot of good benefit, and more the benefit I find for diabetics. So this is and these are studies that they do, and so these are actual it works, right? And apple cider vinegar mean, guys, sour wine. That's the meaning of, if you look up vinegar, it means sour wine. All right. So it increases your insulin sensitivity. It decreases your blood glucose. And as for weight loss, guys, it's awesome because I've been doing it, and something, guys, it works. How you do it, it works. You have to do that with a balance, like, change up some of your diet and get active. So like I said, it lower your cholesterol. I think my phone is, I put my phone on thing that's what going like that crazy. It increased acidity, and for us who are older, we need that to balance out the increase in alkaline. Because what a lot of, I didn't know, guys, that I was praising about alkaline. Yes, we need our body to be alkaline, but guys, when I found out that as we get older, it's so much alkaline that that's where a lot of can cause a lot of you know illnesses and stuff like that, right? So this is it. And it also helps you to digest protein, guys. And if you don't have acid in your stomach, guys, it helps calcium too. You could take a calcium all you want. You have to have some form of acid to help it absorb, because then the calcium would be just going straight to you, right? So this is it. It's antimicrobial, it's anti-inflammatory, and guys, it's and guys, it is a probiotic. And what probiotic is the good bacteria in your gut. And you need the good bacteria to help you digest your food and all of that slowly, because you need, what in digestion, you need it to digest very slowly. Otherwise it's gonna go like rice, it's gonna go straight to you and go to your blood, and then increase all of that bad cholesterol. Okay, it helps with digestion and leaky guts, guys, and it helps you to tolerate your food much better. And this is just a few of the stuff I come a lot of stuff I knew before, but like I said, the part about it's very beneficial to if you're diabetic. And how it works, guys, you take a glass of water with about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar just before you eat anything, and wait half an hour, guys, and it works. So it also is a liver detoxification, guys. So when you take it, the acid effect becomes alkaline in the body, which is a good thing. It's good for your hair. It let your hair grow, and your skin shiny and nice. And it also, this is work on the immune system, and one of the main function immune system is the lymphatic system, and so it helps there a lot. So I'm gonna be doing making and showing you how to make apple cider vinegar today, guys. And it is a process that, guys, if I could have do it in 3 or 4 different videos, because it's a slow process and it's a long process. But today I am gonna show you as I go along how to do it, and in just one video. And guys, you can pick up on it very fast, so this is it. So did I also tell you that it decreases, it lower your A1C for this is the diabetic people, okay, your hemoglobin. So guys, right now I have some apples here, and guys, when I'm making my apple cider vinegar, I make sure I get organic apples, because these are gonna be soaked, guys, and you don't want to use the ones that spray to death in it, because that wouldn't be beneficial to your system. So when you're doing these are apple cider vinegar, I can do a mixture. Right now these are Royal Gala apples, and I like these because they're very sweet, and so I mix them. And Granny Smith is tart, so you give it a nice balance there. So guys, I am gonna show you how to do it. These were washed already, but I'm just gonna rinse, because they're there, and I'm just gonna rinse them off, get the dust off, and show you. And like I said, guys, normally it would be taken, I would show you one video I make it and leave it and then come back a few days and thing, but I did that as process there, so I'll show you as I go along, and you can try it yourself. It's in the store, guys. There's a bottle, a famous one in the store called Bragg, and if you look at the bottle, you see 2 little elderly person, and they're the one who created the company. But what happened, guys, the multinational corporation bought out Bragg. One of the main ingredients in apple cider vinegar, guys, is called the mother, and that is the most important part in it. That really works, right? And when I used to buy Bragg, a bottle used to be about $9-10, which I didn't mind. It was good. But guys, they used to have the mother in it, but since the company, the multinational, bought it out, the mother is gone, guys. So I don't think a lot of people realize you don't really get that benefit from it at this stage, that the mother is all gone, so this is it. So that's it there. And also, guys, for the ones in the store, they have to put things in them to preserve them. They have to be preserved, so you will lose a lot there. So guys, this is how I do. You're gonna cut your apple up. You're gonna remove the seed, and yeah, you're gonna make sure you remove the seed. I see some people cut it on with the seed and everything, but I remove the seed from it. The skin is gonna be stay on, because that's one of where the most important part of it. Okay. And as I say, I like to mix it up. So these are Granny Smith apples, and these are, Granny Smith apples are very tart, right? So I'm getting the tart and the sweet. And the thing about it, guys, you don't have to use very fresh apple from the store. If you have, because a lot of people know sometimes in my fridge, sometimes, I have a few apples there and left over, and they're there for a while, and the older they get, there's more all of that stuff break down in them. So you could use it if you find you have some apple and you say, oh my god, these apples are such bad shit, and they became powder when you heat them. Those are the best ones to use, guys. So this is, so we're just gonna slice our apple in some thin slices. Some people do them in chunks or stuff like that, and to each his own. We also get, do it differently, but we get to the same result. So And I'm gonna move quickly because I don't want to get dark, you know, guys. So guys, I'm gonna finish cutting these up. Well, it really doesn't matter if it's dark, but you know, I like it to look very beautiful in the bottle once okay. Just take the seeds out. And as I say, guys, make sure your apple, if you're not able to access right now in Canada, because it's the you know, all the producer in fresh produce, there's so much beautiful apples and all of that, and you can get both. You can get organic and you can get normal one. And as I say, if you're not able to get the organic one, you have to wash them pretty good, you know, like in some bicarbonate and vinegar. Leave them to soak off for a little while, you know, if you're not able to get, but the best result comes from the organic ones. And you know, guys, for there's so many people living with diabetes today, and you know, diabetes is a systemic disease, and you know, when I say systemic, guys, it affects every organ in your body, your eyes, your liver, your just about your kidneys, and also you can end up with you know, losing a leg or amputation and all of that. You can be it also can blind you, guys. So it is not a thing that you should play around with. And so this is why they do ongoing study regarding you know, but what they find when they did a study, the overall population, they didn't do too much, but I'm pretty sure diabetes benefit everybody, but the if you are diabetic, I mean apple cider. But in this study, and guys, you can Google a lot of the stuff up there. What are the benefits and thing of apple cider vinegar on diabetes? And you will find, you know, these are doctors that who did all of these research and thing. So what I'm bringing to you guys, it is facts. That's for a diabetic person. Apple cider vinegar, a glass with about a tablespoon or two, depends. Don't overdo it, because the thing about apple cider vinegar, it has a pH level, and the normal one that I go for is between 2.5 and 3. If you go up to 14, guys, that's a lot, and that could do damage to your body. Just like anything you overdose on will cause severe health problem, you know. So this is it. So it's good to have a pH strip at home, and that's how I do it. And I test my vinegar and to see what is the pH level. And the pH level is the acid level of anything you do. Just like your blood, our blood is very alkaline, guys. Very, very alkaline. That's why you need the acid to balance it out. And what I find when I was reading up a lot about it, as we get older, the alkaline increases way, way up. And that could cause a lot of things. I read one place that they said it could cause gout, it could cause crystallization on certain organ and stuff like that. So you have to have a balance, especially when you get up to a certain age, older, like myself, you know. Because yes, guys, I am older. I am a senior citizen. I'm not ashamed to say that, you know. They say age is just a number. That's true. But you have to take care of yourself. And guys, people, you need to get up. And you see what I say about the internet, guys, and even TikTok, there is good and there is bad. Because even on TikTok, guys, you can learn a lot of good things. A lot of good things. The internet comes for a purpose, guys. Yes, it has its negative, but it's a lot more positive. And that's, the internet is like a university, guys, because so many things are being posted on there that is beneficial health-wise, every sense of the way for us people, you know. So this is it. So guys, that is this is the apple here, and I'm just gonna grab a few things and be right back, okay? Yes guys, I'm back. I just grab the rest of the equipment I need. So right now guys, I have the apple all sliced here. You're gonna need a bottle, and depending on how much you're making, so I always make a bottle this size, and it's not a lot you're gonna need. You're gonna just need your measuring spoon, your measuring cup, and guys, we're gonna be using sugar, and my advice to you is to use cane sugar, organic cane sugar if possible, because the other sugar that we use, guys, that's a lot of GMO, beet sugar, white sugar is the same way, all of that. So it's to use cane sugar, and if possible organic cane sugar, right? So right now guys, what I will be doing, I am going to be putting my apple. I'm gonna be packing them nicely, but that's down in the bottom. So, and the reason why I like a bottle like this, guy, I can put my hands all the way down. I have a fat hand to begin with, guys, so my hands down, and so I can you know, position the apples good. Okay. And guys, for anybody, all of us today, guys, since elevating blood sugar is so prevalent, and that is an indicator, guys, that could be pre-diabetic. It's good to have a machine, a diabetic machine, a blood glucose thing, just to keep it at home. Also with a, you know, with a see my over there in the chair, I don't stray too far from my blood pressure machine, even though I don't have it. And but if my head hurt me, guys, because you know I used to be have high blood pressure, and I start, you know, doing my stuff, and it's down to a normal size. But as my head hurt me, guys, I go and I check to see what is my blood pressure. So that's why I don't keep it too far, because again, guys, it's all has to do with aging. And I mean anybody could get it, but especially when you're older, all of these stuff. And if for a diabetic person, once you're diagnosed with diabetes, you're gonna have a couple things. And number one thing you will have is high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You know, those are two of the main things that comes along with diabetes. Okay. And you know, for cholesterol, they're gonna put you on statin, and for high blood pressure, they'll give you some pills. And for your diabetes, you get insulin or metformin, or whatever one, gliboside, or you know, whichever one. So there's a pill for everything, guys. So there you go. So if that's the route you want to, like I said, guys, you could what I did when I was, you know, went and diagnosed with it, and I came home with a pill. I'm not gonna lie, you know, the reason why I and you see, guys, because I was a nurse, and so I was able to know a lot of stuff, and any medication doctor give me right away, I'm gonna go first thing. I'm gonna go, and you know, some of them, even metformin, I used to know about that because I used to, you know, administer that a lot and all of that, so I know what is the side effect. But that's the thing, guys, it's good to know when you get your medication, you will see a few side effects, but you won't see all of them. And just go Google up the side effects, and then you can, you know, because you can mix it up. There's alternative things there to go along with your medication, and even sometimes work. Because guys, my blood pressure came down not with the high blood pressure pill. I did that naturally. And as I say, guys, I am not telling anybody what to do. You know, it's up to you and your health provider. Okay, so that's it. But for me, I find a lot of herbal remedy help me a lot in a lot of my you know, problems. So this is it. So I always monitor a lot, even my blood sugar. Guys, I just, you know, once a week or so I would check my blood sugar, and just to make sure that, you know, so this is it. So that's for me, how I do it. I don't leave it up to a doctor to you know, yes, you need a doctor and everything, but guys, you know what, some of these medication have very, very, very bad side effect on your body, and they even cost you get a medication for something and it could cost something else. And as I say, guys, you got to sit down and you got to talk to your doctors. And like for many things, even this apple cider vinegar, because a lot of herbal thing can interact with pharmaceutical medication. So it's good to use, and you have some very good doctors will tell you, and I've known doctors right now who's sending people to do herbal stuff. Go figure, back in. So this is it. So it's up to you guys to sit down and talk to your doctor. And if you're doing all of this medication, it's not working, then you have to say to yourself, I wonder if there's another way to do it. So, but as I say, guys, it's between you and your doctor. Never start any especially if you're on diabetic medication, guys. Don't just start on any herbal thing, because what will happen is those medications could interact. The herbal stuff can interact with your medication and could cause even more, damage than good. So there you go. So always, 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 talk to your doctor, and it's your body. You sit down and talk to your doctor. If you have a good doctor that if you have a doctor that listen to you, that is a good doctor. So okay, right now, guys, how it works. So it's each cup of water you're gonna add a tablespoon of sugar. And guys, the water that you should use, never use the tap water, because right away you have the chlorine. That's a no-no. And if you have no other choice, what I would say to you do, fill a jug overnight and let it sit, and that way I think some of the chlorine it will make, I guess, much better. But what so you could use I would say use filter water, spring water, any kind of water that doesn't have in chlorine. But what I use, guys, is distilled water, okay? And this is my vinegar bottle here with it. And what I do, I buy the huge bottle of distilled water, and I just fill, because I can't, every time I'm gonna do something, I use distilled water a lot for certain things. Because right now I'm doing a lot of my canning, for the winter. Because like I said, guys, there's so much fresh fruit and vegetable and herbs out there, and I do a lot of that for the winter. So right now, this is my distilled water in here, guys. And as I say, for each cup, you're gonna have a tablespoon of sugar. I don't want to use so this is 4 cups right now, so I'm gonna hold back on a cup for now. I could always add to it, because distilled water is very precious, guys. And so I have about 3 cups here. 3 cups. I'm gonna start with about 3 cups. 3 cups, which is about 700 milliliters, something like that. Yeah. So right now, guys, I have this here. So since this is 3 cups, and for each cup, you will be adding a tablespoon of sugar. So so this is 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna mix that. And guys, from here on in, use a wooden spoon, because the apples are acidic, and just with a metal spoon. So we're gonna do this till the sugar just totally dissolve. And again, guys, I could do this in about 3 different videos, because this part I would just leave it and come back and do another one. But I did them all, so I'll just show you the process if you want to try it. And there's many videos out there how to do it, guys, so shouldn't be an issue, okay? But I don't want to. I realize you don't have to make. I don't have to go. I've seen video that people make 3-4 videos, but. Okay, so 3 cups. So you see, the lucky thing I didn't do 4. So guys, you see that? So at this point, some people doesn't put But you need something because you want to have the apples, you know, down below. You don't want to have any on top because that way you could get some bacteria. So you're gonna use I see people use a stone and whatever, but I don't know. I don't use that. You could use if you have a glass thing, you could use that. You could get those at the store. What I use. I just put one of my finger in, go all the way down, okay? Because the apples have to stay down below. Stay down below. It cannot be above, okay? Because that way it could get contaminated, and then you have to throw the whole thing out and start again. Okay, so while we have that there, I'll just grab 1 minute. And to cover it, guys, you know, the bottle comes with its own cover. We won't be using the bottle cover. So, okay, this is the cover here for my bottle, right? And no, you're not going to use a cover because the whole idea right now, guys, you need here, you need it to breathe. You need air. So what you're going to do, if you have a coffee filter, that would be good too, but I prefer to use a cheesecloth. It's a cheesecloth, and these in the dollar store, guys, you can get these cheap in the dollar store, okay? So because it need to breathe, okay? So what, this is not enough. I'll go get I think I have to open another pack. This, I need a bigger piece than this, so let me go. This piece I can use for something else. I just buy them and I always stock them up because I use them a lot. Let me just grab my cheesecloth. I hope I have another pack, guys. Yes. And as I say, guys, you can get these in the dollar store. Very cheap. Okay, guys, so let me grab my scissors. And I have my new cheesecloth here. I like to double it because sometimes you have those little pesky flies always you know, sticking in with, but they can't go through the cheesecloth, but you know, I double it, okay? It need to breathe, so you if you cover it with the cover, then it's gonna spoil. Bacteria will start setting. And then you have to just get rid of the whole thing. So guys, this is the cheesecloth here. You're gonna put it like that. Guys, let me just come right back, okay? I'm gonna grab something. Okay guys, I grabbed my stuff. So right now, guys, I'm gonna put the cheesecloth on it, and you just use a rubber band, put around this cheesecloth to just keep it in place, okay? And guys, okay, this is gonna be fermenting. You're gonna put away for about 4 to 6 weeks. And fermentation start once you see the bubbles start to make bubbles. And guys, every day, because I do that to mine, every day for that 6 weeks. When it get to about week 2 or so, and the bubbles stop. Sometimes week 3 I stop stirring, but from here to the next 2 weeks, guys, you're gonna go in every day and you're gonna lift the cover up, take your weight out, and you're gonna mix it up for a few minutes, and you close it back, and you're gonna do that to it for at least 2 weeks straight up, because you need it to be all in. And also, guys, so this is it right here now. This apple cider vinegar, I did it today, September the 9th, right? It's important because, so at least you know. So when the 4 or 6 week is up, you know exactly your count. So you put a label on it stating you just, today I finished, did it. And it's September the 9th, 2025. And that's your apple cider. And guys, this is done. You put it, you can keep it in your cupboard. It's good to keep at a place where not too much light, but a lot of times maybe you won't even remember that's in the cupboard to go and open and to stir it up. So I leave it on the counter in a, a nice shade place on the countertop. And so as I come in the kitchen, I will see it right away. And I know that today I have to lift it up and stir it and mix it up. So guys, what happened for the next few days, if you open it and you see like discoloration or stuff like that, you see like froths on the top or stuff like that, just skim that off. Just put in a little more vinegar, okay? That's not, it hasn't gone bad totally. Unless you see it, you go in and it has, a hard smell and you see just a lot of thing on the top of it bacteria, then you know that and usually guys that doesn't happen because so one of the things I have to tell you, it is not a sterile thing, but it's a clean technique. So when you get your bottles, guys, sterilize your bottle, and that means you're in a pot of boiling water. If you don't have one of the pot that, and you could just put your bottle in to sterilize them with no problem, fine. You get a thick cloth, a thick towel, and you put in the bottom of your pot, and you let your bottle sterilize for at least 5 minutes. So because the bottle need to be clean, because that's one of the main way you will end up with bacteria in it. So this guy's right now, as it is right now, that's apple cider vinegar, and it's gonna be away for about 6 weeks. So I'm saying you guys, it's it's a different process. So this one now is gonna be put away for 6 weeks on your counter. If you have a good memory, you can put it inside your cupboard, and every day you take it out for the next 2-3 weeks and you give it a stir. And sometimes, like I said, if there's any problem, something, you just give it a little more sugar, and that's it, because the sugar is where the yeast is, and that's what break it down, to vinegar. Okay, so it's very important. So this one, I'm just gonna leave it here. And guys, I have one that I've done from the 1st of August. This is the one that's done here, guys. And you see down below this cloud here, that is called the mother. That's the most important part. Okay, so one was done before that, guys, because after this process, after I strain this, it has to be put away for another 2 weeks, and sometimes even longer before you can use it. So this is the one here that after I strain the one that's here for 6 weeks, this is the one that's sit down for 2 weeks. So this one right now is you can use that. So what we're gonna be doing with this one here right now, guys, it's gonna be strained. So I'll show you. And as I say, use a wooden spoon at all times, guys. No metal, because that will, the metal react with the acid and it will be not a good thing. So right now, guys, I'm gonna be straining this. This one is finished. 6 weeks. It's finished more than, yeah. So let me show. I have to show you. So guys, I know some people who like when we talk about the mother. This is what the mother on top look like, guys. See, this is the mother, and this is awesome. This is the mother right here. You see that? And that is what really make this thing work. So what I do with that, guys, this right now, guys, you could use the mother to start a new apple cider thing. But what I do, guys, I put my mother in the bottle. Yeah, I put it down in the bottle. This is the apple that farm that's called the mother, right? So right now, guys, I am gonna strain it. See all that richness here, guys? See that? Beautiful. So all of this right now, guys, That's 6 weeks. And guys, you wouldn't believe the smell. It's incredible. It is incredible, guys. I'm gonna rinse this one out. Apple cider vinegar, guys. You're using your salad, and you can use it in so many things. Even when I make if you make a potato salad, you can put it in there. It is so versatile, guys, and it is awesome. So, and that's the color I want to get, that nice, that dark color. You know, this is why I like to use mostly red apples, because the Granny Smith apple is good, but you know, if you use Granny Smith alone, this you get a deeper color. See that? Okay, I'm gonna still be draining this because there's so much goodness in it. So I'm just gonna put it there and let it continue to drain. At this point, guys, I am going to pour it in my bottle here because it's still gonna be doing some work. This is gonna be put away. Yeah, have your funnel. Still gonna be put away for 2 to 3 weeks, guys. It is a long process, guys, and you know, if you want to get it to a certain pH level. So how do I know? I don't want it more than 3 because that's good enough. I'm trying to find where I put my pH strip now. Holy Lord. Oh, here it is. So guys, I am going to be testing it right now, right? Because I want to get 2.5 to 3. I think the one in the store, I'm not sure if it's 5%. So guys, you can get this pH strip on Amazon or, you know, in certain stores. And so this is a strip here. And this is what tells you the different levels. So on here it's up to 14. Guys, you don't want to get 14 because that would be too acidic and it could make you sick. So my pH level I want to get is, I always do is between 3. 4 not too bad, but okay. So guys, I'm gonna stick this in the see the color, guys? You see that? So which color here is closer? 3. That's what I want to get. So this is why it's very important to have a pH stick. See? Once you stick it in the solution, it's same with water. So this is 3. That's the level I want to get. Awesome. So it's good to have a pH thing there to test it. You don't want to get it up past, like I said, 12, 13, 14, or even, I don't think 4 is the maximum I would go, but 3 is a good pH level for your apple cider vinegar. Because while you leave it still, it's still just going to continue and just, you know, age. So that's a good thing. So I don't want it any higher than that. And guys, like I said, as for this, you use a wooden stick, or if I have a plastic label, or you use a glass cup, but do not use anything metal. So right now, guys, I am just gonna and this is at the 6 weeks level. The smell, guys, is so incredible. Awesome. And as I said, when we get to a certain age, we have to have acid in the body, because at that point our alkaline level goes way up over the roof, and it's not a good thing. We have to have a balance. So a lot of the things in life, guys, is all by a age. And as you know, from the day we're born, guys, we start losing brain cells, all of that. So this is it. So this aging process, you know. I don't know if I forgot anything along the way. If I do, then I'll just you know, tell it to you guys in another video, because this is different stage when you're dealing with apple cider vinegar. Yeah, so like I could do this in 3 different videos. That's, you know, one where I just show you how to make it, let it sit, come back in 6 weeks, did another one, but I just do all of them and let everything just so you can all see it, because you know, everything I'm showing you there is I've been doing it for years and I have no problem with it. You see my mother and everything, and I get my right pH level, so it can be done in one video, and you know, so no problem there. So okay guys, that's my apple cider vinegar, and that's gonna be sitting now guys for, and some people leave it for months, all 3-4 months before they use it at this stage, you know. So this is, so like I'm saying, in 2 weeks from now would be the best time to use it. This one is already done, it's 2 weeks from a different batch. So this one now is going to be sitting for 2 more weeks. So you have 6 weeks plus 2 weeks, and you can leave it longer too. You can leave it longer than the 2 weeks. So it's a long process, guys. It's a long process, but in order for you to get the result, you have to do it the right way. You know, so this is, you can't, this year now you can't just have this and in a couple of days you go say, oh, it turned brown, I'm gonna use it. No, you have to let it, you know, the whole process of it take place. So what I'm doing right now guys, I'm gonna be labeling this one that is today. This one was bottled, so I know 2 weeks from now I'll use it. This one I could use today because this one is there over 2 weeks, yeah, 2.5 weeks I think. And so this one here is gonna be sitting for about 6 weeks. So I'm gonna stick a label on this, and I'm trying to see if I remember anything else guys, so I can tell you, you know, because it's you know, it's this is why it's so expensive in the store, especially the one what called Mother was selling guys, because it is a lot of work and you have to do it right to get good results. So when you used to buy a bottle of Mother's apple cider vinegar for about $10, guys, you know what? Back in the day, and even at that point, guys, like I said, anything go in the store, it has to the vinegar there, that was good because vinegar is acidic, so I don't think anything was added to it. But now that the multinational company bought it out, guys, there's no more Mother in it. Where you go is just a poor vinegar, okay? So this is it. So this is it right here, guys. So apple cider vinegar from start 2 weeks to the finished one, which is this. So guys, I'm gonna put a label on this right now. Let me just come right back, okay? So guys, that's the complete process there of how to get your apple cider from week 1 to 6 to the next process that you're going to keep it for another 2 weeks and longer if you prefer, and how you go about testing for your pH level and all of that. So guys, I hope this video is you know, some interest to people who would like to do their own, because I think right now guys, a lot of it, this morning I was reading and they had to pull a bottle of pickles and fermented stuff off the shelf because they were contaminated. And this has been going on a lot lately throughout and this is in the United States right now. We have it here in Canada too a few times, but it's not, I don't think it's I think it's in the United States. These are pickles, fermented, you know, pickles that and different product, fermented stuff. They had to remove them from the shelf because they were all contaminated. So this is why I see guys, I try to do as much of my own stuff as possible, because you know it's healthier and it's cleaner. Because the number one thing when you're dealing with food, guys, you have to be hygiene, very clean, you know. And so this is it. So guys, once in a while, you know, few new people pass by my way and I like to just shout them and give them thanks. And this person is at MANATILUNA. I can't you know, I don't know if it's man at Lunia, but thank you for coming by. And I think there was another one here from somebody else just popped by, and I so want to thank you, and you know, everybody that come by and check out the channel, because like I said guys, It's not for everybody. And guys, I'm not going out of the way to do anything kinky or all of that. This is why I like it's about food, guys, but also it's about educating people about food and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like a chef teaching. You know, I mean, I don't do a lot of different culture. You know, I do Jamaican, but I try to do as much of the culture as possible, but try their cuisine, you know. So this is it. So like I said, guys, everybody that come to the channel and you know, put a thumbs up or a like or whatever, I so appreciate that. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Big up yourself, because sometimes when I just choose to big up certain people, because I can't remember everybody, so I just want to big up everybody and thank everybody that passed by Empress GTV. Thanks so much. And I hope you continue to do so, and I hope this stuff that I'm putting out there is of some value to you. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but for the folks who want to know about, you know, alternative and, you know, just herbal, you know, just nature stuff. Like I said, guys, you can have your normal medication along with it, and if you're gonna start any of these things, talk to your doctor first. One other thing, guys, that I want to show you, because in the morning, let me show you how I take my apple cider. You know, I didn't show you that. So I just have a glass with some water, and this is the first thing I get up and brush my teeth, shower and stuff like that, because you know you don't want to take another dirty mouth. And guys, I just put, this is the one that's done, so I could use this, and I put 2 tablespoons. So I'll show you, because anything I do, guys, I consume it, and I mix it. The water is just a bit warm. I like to just do it. This is lukewarm. I keep my drinking water outside the fridge, because I don't drink the cold water, because cold water, guys, your heart have to work. A lot of people don't know that, but your heart have to work twice when you get that frozen water going in your system. So never drink frozen cold water. Always sort of have it, because the heart have to pump, have to move faster. Say, oh my God, here comes cold, and so this is it. So lukewarm water is the best. So this is how I take it, guys, and I drink it. Yes, tastes nice. And guys, if you can just tolerate it like that, you want to put a little bit of honey in it, go right ahead. But to me, drinking it like this, because you still taste that sweetness from the apple, you know. So this is what I drink in the morning, and I drink it for about half an hour before I eat anything, and then, you know, I alternate with my beetroot, because if I drink this in the morning, later on I drink my beetroot. And so this is how I do it, guys, because like I said, guys, I am old and I have to try it. Well, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm old, but you know, mature, guys. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching and supporting the channel, and you have yourself a wonderful, blessed day. All right, peace.